Hey folks, Fred Bernardo, the smoking guitar player from Tasty Licks Barbecue Spot in beautiful downtown Shillington, Pennsylvania. That's right. Guess what we're going to make today? As a matter of fact, we already made it, but I'm going to wind the clock back and show you how we made it. We had some really old, black, disgusting bananas, so we decided to make some banana bread. And we made it in our wedgie pan here, and we've been eating it. It's fantastic, so I think it's time to make it. Let's go! Okay folks, so I've got those overripe bananas and I got all my other supplies together, but first I want to show you what we're going to do today. Just be a little more creative and have a little more fun. We're going to make our banana bread wedgies here in our cast iron pan, which you saw at the introduction of the video. And this is a pan that we sell and we use for cornbread most of the time. We're going to use it for banana bread today. It'll make nice little wedges. We're going to put a little melted butter, brush it in each one before we put our batter in, and you'll see how we do the whole thing. So here we go. Here are the ingredients, everything we're going to use for our banana bread wedgies. Okay, so I'm going to go left to right. First, let me show you, I got myself a non-reactive, what they call a non-reactive bowl. It's just stainless steel. You can use glass, whatever you want. I've got 3 incredibly overripe bananas, some spatulas, some measuring spoons and cups, some flour, all-purpose flour, baking soda, vanilla extract. Here we have a little pot we're going to melt our butter in and our butter to melt. 1 egg, a little bit of kosher salt. I'm going to use brown sugar, light brown sugar, which I have in here. And here we have our wedgie pan, our cast iron pan. And we're going to make it on that there big green egg, which we're going to set at 350. So watch me do it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bananas in the bowl. Now these babies are really ripe. I mean, they are kind of disgusting. If you don't like gushy stuff, these are gushy. Look at that. They are nice and ripe. They're going to be perfect for this bread. That's how you want them. You want them overripe. See them in there? Let's get one more in there. Because more is better. Okay. There's our main ingredient. 3 extra ripe bananas. So we smashed our bananas and our butter together. Now we added the sugar. And now we're going to put in our egg. I'm going to break it over here first so we don't get no shells in there. There's our egg. I might even beat it up a little bit here with my finger. There's our egg. And then we need a teaspoon of vanilla we're going to put in here. Okay, let's do that now. Here's our teaspoon. And here's our vanilla. Be careful. There's our teaspoon of vanilla. Now, let's mix that stuff up. Here we go. Well, this is a really good mixture here. Now, I could use a whisk. I could use beaters. I could use any of that stuff. But I don't really feel like it. Then we're going to add in a teaspoon of baking soda. There we go. That's about a teaspoon. Remember, we're not making a space shuttle here. We're just making some banana bread. So we don't have to worry too much about how accurate we are. And we need a little bit of salt. A pinch. A pinch of salt. So here's some salt. I'm going to do a pinch. 3 fingers. Boom. And it goes. There's our pinch of salt. Okay, we're going to mix this up, and then we're going to add in the last ingredient. We're going to be all ready to go. Okay? Now we need 1½ cups of our flour, all-purpose flour. Okay? So here we go, 1½ cups. Now you can use any kind of flour here. 1½ That wasn't too tough. We're going to mix that stuff all around. And we're going to pour it into our wedgie pan here, which we're going to spray with some cooking stuff, some cooking spray. So let's mix this up. That's going to make a nice batter. the way, for you folks at home, this is called a spoonula. It's a spoon and a spatula together. And I think I'm going to have to switch to a metal or a wood spoon here, but we'll keep trying. It's getting good. Okay, we'll come back and show you what it looks like in our baking dish. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take some cooking spray, and we're going to spray all the surfaces. Make sure you get all the angles of our cast iron wedgie skillet. Then we're going to put our batter in there. I'm going to try not to make too much of a mess of it, but I usually really make a mess of it. So I'm just not going to worry too much about it. Just going to put them in, let it go where it may. It's going to rise a little bit, but it should be good in here. I think we're going to have just the right amount. Let's get some over here. Those guys are looking a little light. Now, perfect. Ooh, does that smell good? Now, we have our big green egg preheated to 350, set up indirect with a plate setter with the legs up, and then our cooking grate on top of that so the air will circulate all around this pan. We're going to bake it at 350. I think it's going to take about an hour if I'm not mistaken, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And here is our big green egg, and there you have it. Plate setter, legs up, and our cooking grate on there. And there she goes. 350, and we're going to give her about an hour. Okay, it's been about 35 minutes. Our grill's been at 350, and let's see how we're doing. Oh, they're beautiful. They rose a little more than I was expecting, though, so now we got a toothpick. And if it comes out dry, which it didn't, they're done. So we're going to close it up, and we're going to let it for a few more minutes. Okay, folks, it's been just about an hour. About 56 minutes, we're going to give it what we think is going to be its last. Oh, look how good that is. We're going to test it with the old toothpick, right? Oh, does this smell good? And look at that. Came out dry. Done, just like we figured. And I got my handle thinger here. Put that on there. I'm going to take it out. We're going to cut it up and show you what it looks like. And now, it's time to give it the taste test. And I couldn't find any innocent bystanders today. So what I did was I got a couple of my friendly employees here at Tasty Licks Barbecue Supply, and we drafted them to come and taste test. But you know, we gotta keep it honest, right? We gotta keep it honest, right? Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to go like this so you can't see it, right? Right? Okay, now, little lady, I got it right here at your mouth. You take the test. Don't look, don't peek. I want it to be honest. Go ahead, there you go. Okay, now over here, young man. Here you go, take a bite. Now don't peek because we want to keep it honest. We want it to be fair and unbiased. Now, ma'am, what do you think? What do you think? Is it any good or what?
I think it's great.
It's great. She said she thinks it's great. Don't look. Don't peek. What about you? Don't peek yet.
It's phenomenal.
All right, now you can look. There you can look. Okay, phenomenal and great. Nice and moist and chewy, right? Mm-hmm. Moist and chewy. How about you? Do you think it's moist and chewy? There you go. You can take that home. Okay, so Fred Bernardo, the smoking guitar player from Tasty Licks Barbecue Supply in Shillington, Pennsylvania, with our dark brown banana bread in our wedgie pan. We'll see you next time.